It's time for lunch, and we're on Job 12. And Iyov answered and said, Truly, you are the people, and wisdom would die with you. But I, like you, have a heart too. I am not less than you, and who does not know such as these? I have become a laughingstock to my friends, one who has called on Eloah, and he answered him. A laughingstock is the righteous, the perfect one. A lamp is despised in the thought of one who is at ease, prepared for those whose feet slip. The tent of robbers are at peace, and those who provoke El are complacent to him who brings Eloah into his hand. But now, ask the beast, and they teach you, and the birds of the heavens, and they declare it to you. Or speak to the earth, and it teaches you, and the fish of the sea inform you. Who among all these does not know that the hand of Yahovah has done this? In whose hand is the life of all that I live, and the breath of all mankind? Does the ear not try words, and the mouth taste food for itself? With the aged is wisdom, and understanding with length of days. With him are wisdom and might. He has counsel and understanding. Look, he breaks down, and it is not rebuilt. If he imprisons a man, there is no release. Look, he withholds the waters, and they dry up. And he sends them out, and they overwhelm the earth. With him are strength and ability. The misled and the misleader are his. He leads counselors away stripped, and makes judges go mad. He loosens the bonds of sovereigns and binds a girdle on their loins. Who leads away priests as a spoil and overthrows the mighty, turning aside the lip of the trusted ones, and takes away the discernment of the elders. Pouring scorn on nobles and loosens the girdle of the strong, revealing deep matters out of darkness. And he brings the shadow of death to light, making nations great, and he destroys them, spreading out the nations, and he leads them out, turning aside the heart of the chiefs of the people of the earth, and he makes them wander in a pathless waste. They grope in darkness, having no light, and he makes them stagger like a drunkard. Look, my eyes have seen it all, my ear has heard and understood it. What you know, I know too. I am not less than you. But I would speak to the Almighty, and I delight to reason with El. But you smear with falsehood, worthless healers, all of you. If you would only be silent, then it would be your wisdom. Please hear my reasoning, and listen to the pleading of my lips. Would you speak perversely for El, and speak deceit for him? Would you be partial toward him? Would you plead for El? Would it be well when he searches you out, or could you deceive him as one deceives a man? He would certainly reprove you if you secretly show partiality. Should not his excellence make you afraid, and the dread of him fall upon you? Your weighty sayings are proverbs of ashes, your shields are shields of clay. Be silent before me, and let me speak, and let whatever come upon me. Why do I take my flesh in my teeth, and put my life in my hands? Though he kills me, in him I expect, but I show my ways to be right before him. He also is my deliverance. For a defiled one does not come before him. Listen closely to my words, and with your ears to what I say. Look, please. I have prepared my case. I know what I am in the right. Who is he who would strive with me? For then I would keep silent and die. Only two matters do not do to me. Then I am not hidden from your face. Withdraw your hand far from me, and let not dread of you make me afraid. Then call and let me answer, or let me speak, and you reply to me. How many are my crookednesses and sins? Let me know my transgression and my sin. Why do you hide your face and reckon me as your enemy? Would you frighten a leaf driven to and fro? And would you pursue dry stubble? For you write bitter charges against me, and make me inherit the crookedness of my youth, and put my feet in the stocks, and look closely to all my paths. You set a limit for the soles of my feet, and he, like that which is rotten, wastes away as a garment that is moth-eaten. Man born of woman is of few days in turmoil filled. He comes forth like a flower and withers. He flees like a shadow and does not continue. Yet on such a one you open your eyes and bring me to right ruling with yourself. Who brings the clean out of the unclean? No one. Since his days are decided, the number of new moons is with you. You have made his laws, and he does not pass over. Look away from him and let him rest, till like a hired man he enjoys his day. For there is expectancy for a tree, if it is cut down, that it does sprout again, and that its tender branch does not cease. Though its root grows old in the earth, and its stump dies in the ground, at the scene of water it buds and brings forth foliage like a plant. But man does die and is powerless, and man expires, and where is he? Water disappears from the sea, and a river dries up and is parched. And man shall lie down and not rise, till the heavens are no more, they awake not, nor are aroused from their sleep. If only you would hide me in Sheol, conceal me until your wrath turns away. Set for me a law and remember me. If a man dies, would he live again? All the days of my struggle I wait till my change comes. You would call and I would answer. I would answer you. You have yearned for the work of your hands. Now you count my steps. Do you not watch over my sin? My transgression is sealed up in a bag, and you cover over my crookedness. But a falling mountain crumbles away, and a rock is moved from its place, as water wears away stones. Its outpouring washes away the soil of the earth. So you have destroyed the expectancy of man. You overpower him forever. He is gone. His face changes, and you send him away. His sons come to esteem, and he does not know it, and they have brought low, and he does not perceive it. He feels only the pain of his flesh, and he mourns over himself. And Eliphaz the Temanite answered and said, Would a wise man answer with vain knowledge, or fill his belly with the east wind? Would he reason with useless talk, or by speeches with which do not profit? Indeed, you do away with reverence and withhold prayer for El. For your crookedness teaches your mouth what to say, and you choose the tongue of the crafty. Not I, but your mouth condemns you, and your own lips witness against you. Were you the first one born, or were you made before the hills? Have you heard the secret counsel of Eloah? And do you limit wisdom to yourself? What do you know that we do not know? Understand that it is not within us. Both the gray-haired and the aged are among us, much older than your father. Are the comforts of El not enough for you, and a word that deals gently with you? What have you taken to heart, and why do your eyes flash? That you should turn your spirit against El, and let such words go out of your mouth. What is a man that he should be clean, and one born of a woman that he should be righteous? Look, He puts no trust in his set-apart ones, and the heavens are not clean in his eyes. How much less one who is loathsome and corrupt, drinking unrighteousness like water. Let me show you, hear me, and this I have seen and declare, which the wise declare and have not hidden from their fathers. To let alone the land was given, to them alone the land was given, and no stranger passed over into their midst. All the days of the wrong one is paining himself, and few years have been stored up for the ruthless. A frightening sound is in his ears, in peace a destroyer comes to him. He believes not to return from darkness, and he is reserved for the sword. He wanders about for food. Where is it? He knows that a day of darkness is prepared for him. Distress and pain frighten him. They overwhelm him like a sovereign ready for the attack, because he has stretched out his hand against El and acts mightily against the Almighty. He runs against him defiantly with thick boss shields, for he has covered his face with his fatness, and he has put layers of fat on his loins. But he dwells in ruined cities, in houses which no one lives in, which have been ready to become heaps. He shall not be rich, and his wealth shall not rise, and his possessions shall not overspread the earth. He does not turn away from darkness, the flame dries up his branches, and he turns aside by the breath of his mouth. Let him not trust in falsehood, deceiving himself, for falsehood is his reward. Before his day it is accomplished, and his branch shall not be green. He shakes off his unripe grape like a vine, and throws off his blossom like an olive tree. For the company of the defiled ones is barren, and fire consumes the tents of bribery. They conceive trouble and bring forth wickedness. Even their womb prepares deception.